A cell phone is something which is indispensable in today's time, but after a circular which has been out from the Department of Education from the Delhi government, the usage of cell phone is strictly prohibited inside the school premises, be it the government or the private schools. This after the order from the concerned authority. Now, how the parents are reacting over the same? We are joined by one of the parent, Tejasvi Bhalla, to take her views. Ma'am, as far as this order is concerned, as a parent, what is your view? How are you taking this particular decision?
Well, I think times have changed. And with the changing times, we need to allow our children to carry phones to school. Why? Because sometimes children are carrying so many back-to-back schedule on their head, and they need to just leave the school and go for their classes. So the parents need to have a support of the phone, try to talk to their children where they are, what are their whereabouts, and they can just relax at home, asking them where they are. So right now, my son is in 12th class, and he needs to really run up and about with his classes all day long. So it's just a call away. I'm just a call away with him. And it's such a security reason for me to be secure and feel safe for him. So I think it should be, like, it's a necessity now. Life has become so ahead of what we were at our school age. So I think the government should understand, and the schools should make it like compulsory or maybe just optional for whosoever who wants to carry.
Also, the tuition part is something which we cannot forget, because many of the parents, they send their children directly from the schools towards the point where they take the coaching classes or the tuition classes.
Exactly.
So the cell phone is important.
Exactly my point. Like, that's what I mentioned, that my son is actually experiencing the same thing. So we need to have a phone with the child just for a mere call about to ask him where he is and has he reached the safe destination or not.
Also, speaking of the order or the circular, so to say, it also says that a cell phone has a negative and the positive points, and the negative points have been mentioned as such that it also distracts a child from the learning ability. Do you think that this is also an important point which the parents and the school authorities should also look into?
See, now for 10 hours they are not having a phone in school, but after, when they reach back home, aren't they having phones in their hands? Aren't they having laptops in their hands? Aren't they like glued to the TV or the video games they play? So everything has an adverse effect. You can't really refrain them from all that. So try and understand. I think it should be like an understanding thing, nothing much. On a social basis, on a homely basis, everywhere phone is required. Be it elderly, be it child, or be it your own, as a parent, you need phones everywhere.
But as a parent, do you think that the bare minimum has been done by the school authorities as far as this order is concerned? Because eventually you have to connect with your child whenever he is out from the residence or inside the school premises or somewhere out there.
There should be some measures taken by the school at least to make us and the children comfortable. At least we are in touch with the child. So, because I told you, as I became the part of that society where I am allowing my child to carry a non-smartphone to school these days. So I think school should not have a problem. There should be a bare minimum allowance to the child to carry a non-smartphone.
So my name is Arsha Bhalla, and the provisions inside the school for cell phones, I think we still need a cell phone. Like, not even if it is not a smartphone, then I feel like a small phone should be allowed for safety purposes. So I think it should be allowed. But as per you told me about the government, about that they are not even allowing the phones, I think it should be allowed.
But now that they are not allowed,
Yeah.
and also the order says that it also causes some of the distraction in the learning. Do you think that this is also a part which should be looked into?
I think it should be looked into, because I don't think it would cause any distractions or anything. I mean, I'm in a CBSE school, and it's pretty strict in my school. So I feel like maybe if like allowing phones is better, and it won't cause any distraction, because you can only just call in the small phone. That's all. You don't have any camera or anything. No Wi-Fi or anything.
But while you are in your school or the classroom, is there any checking as well which usually takes place on a regular
Yeah,
basis?
there is a checking if the children are getting smartphones, and if there is, then it's just confiscated with the principal.
Okay. Also, now that the cell phones are not allowed, do you think that it is going to become a part of difficulty for communicating with your parents or with the outside world?
I think it's going to be a difficulty with contacting with my parents, or like as far as safety purposes, it will be a difficulty, I feel like.
We also have Mr. Jimmy as a parent, sir. After this order, do you think that there will be some kind of difficulty while connecting with your child once he is outside the house or the residential premises?
I want to say that mobile phones are a complete distraction in the school if the child carries. But I am in favor of the normal phones, not the iPhones or the smartphones, because in smartphones there are cameras. Children can misuse the cameras, and there's certain type of harassment also the child can face or anyone can face in the school. What is in my favor is I am in favor of having the normal phone, which is very convenient and to carry also, and the school should have lockers in which they can just, after the child should get off from the school, they can just take out the mobile from there, and this is all I want to say.
So, my name is Shivan. I'm in 12th grade. So I heard about the order that phones are not allowed in private schools or government schools. I think a phone should be handy with you so that you can communicate with the parents. And if you want to go to go somewhere, like if you want to directly go towards your coaching classes, or you have to meet someone, so I think a phone should be handy so that you can communicate with them, or you can communicate with the parents, and they can book a cab for you, and the situation can be handled.
But do you think that the enough checkings take place inside the school premises, and also at the same time the order says that it also causes a distraction in the learning? Your take as a student over the same?
Yeah, that's why I think you should get a small phone that you can get, not the smartphones, because students can misuse of that, and they can harass other students also, harass their peers. So that's why I think the phone should be allowed.
Okay, so this is the view which is coming in not just from the parents but also from the students as well, that some kind of, be it the non-smartphone or the smallest of the phone, should be allowed inside the school premises, because in today's time the cell phone is something, as mentioned earlier as well, is indispensable. That means you cannot do without the usage of the cell phone. So this is the order which should be reviewed, which appears so after speaking with the parents and the children, in particular in the National Capital Delhi. With camera person Sumit Jaguri, Nikhil Lakhwani for CNN News 18.